Hello folks, welcome to the lease deals of the month for October. This is petrol, diesel, hybrid cars only. You know the score by now. The links are in the video description. You're going to give it a thumbs up, so I'm going to start right now. So we're starting things off with the Vauxhall Corsa 1.2 turbo 130 ultimate automatic. So it's pretty much as spec'd up as they get. 8.7 seconds to 62, 309 litres of boot space. Insurance Group 23, 130 brake horsepower, 48.7 mpg on that one, 785 up front, 261 a month. I will draw your attention to this new button you've got on Lease Loco now, where you can have a look at the interior and indeed slide it around a bit, which is all very nice, isn't it? We like that. Price history, 275 a month on average, currently 261. So it's not the most amazing deal in the world if you look at it against where it's been, but it looks like good value, really. Next is the Corsa sibling, the Vauxhall Mokka 1.2 Turbo GS Auto, 275 a month with 827 up front, 9.2 seconds to 62, 46 mpg, 350 litres of boot space and Insurance Group 19. Average on this one's been 303, at its peak 474, currently 275. Both the Mokka and the Corsa are in stock, by the way, as is this one, the VW Taigo, 1 litre TSI 110 style, 10.4 seconds to 62, 49.6 mpg, 440 litres of boot space, Insurance Group 16 and 110 horsepowers. This one is a manual, 866 up front, 288 a month. Average on it's been 337. At its peak it was 406, currently 288. Good value little car, that. Very quick message saying massive thanks to my new YouTube channel members who are watching this video a bit earlier than everyone else. Thanks a lot. Nissan Juke 1.6 hybrid Tecna automatic, 10.1 seconds to 62, 56 mpg, 354 litres of boot space. Insurance Group 14 and 143 brake horsepower. That's 285 a month with 855 up front. 323's been the average on that one. If you go for the petrol one, the 1 litre petrol, it's a bit cheaper. So that's 260 a month compared to an average of 297. And the upfront on it's only 782. So there's a bit of value there as well. Out of the two, I prefer the 1 litre actually over the hybrid. Nothing particularly wrong with the hybrid. I just think the 1 litre petrol is actually the nicer thing to drive for various reasons. But there you go. Good deal on that at the moment. And again, it's in stock. This one is a factory order. We go back to Vauxhall yet again. 1.2 turbo ultimate VW Grandland, 293 quid a month with 881 up front. Average on this one's been 360. So this is quite a decent drop. 526 at its peak. This is the lowest price we've seen it all year. 293 with 881 up front. Folks, if you're considering any of these, think about heading over to ALA to have a look at some gap insurance. They do gap for all kinds of different purchasing and leasing options. On a lease, it's not going to cost you a great deal of money to get, say, 2-3 years cover, probably looking just over 100 quid. If you use the code JIM10, it will get you 10% off. And of course, ALA can also help you out with things like scratch and dent insurance, alloy wheel and tyre cover, those kind of things. Their policies are 5-star de facto rated. They have customer service people, not commissioned salespeople. And they've got a 99% claims payout rate, which is fairly astounding. So if you want to protect yourself about being sort of left out of pocket, if the worst does happen and your car's written off, you should definitely think about getting yourself some gap insurance. In my mind, it's a little bit of a no-brainer. Link to ALA in the video description, and of course use that code JIM10 if you want to get some money off. And who doesn't want that? Ford Focus Estate 1 litre EcoBoost Hybrid ST line, £306 a month with 918 up front. 10.4 seconds to 62, 50 mpg, 125 horsepower. Only Insurance Group 16, which is not too bad. 332 has been the average on it, 386 at its peak, and its lowest point, it was only a tenner lower than it is now, so that looks like quite a good one to get into at the moment. There's also the hatchback version of the car. If you're interested, it's a little bit more money, but this one's the ST Line X, so it's a slightly more aggressive trim. Similar numbers on that one, 936 up front, 312 a month. And that's it against an average of 318, so it's more or less bang on the average. Cupra Leon is next, 314 quid a month, V1 Design Edition, 380 litres of boot space, 8.9 seconds to 62, 46 mpg, 150 horsepower, and Insurance Group 21. This is a Golf with a Cupra badge on it, more or less. Brilliant car. 944 up front, 314 a month. Well under the average for this design edition. £395 a month has been the average. It's currently 314, and the upfront is just under £1,000 at 944. Nissan Qashqai 1.4 e-Power X-Centre Premium. This is bang on the average price for this. £1,000 up front, 329 a month. You all know enough about the Qashqai. Is the most popular car in the UK most of the time. 7.9 seconds to 62, 54 mpg, 190 horsepower, 504 litres of boot space. The average on it's been 334, it's 329, but I still think, even though that's a bang average price, I think that car gives you a lot of value for that much money. But here's a bit more value. It's the Hyundai Tucson 1.6T Ultimate. £330 a month with 991 up front. Ultimate is the highest trim level on Hyundai. 9.9 seconds to 62, 40 mpg, 160 horsepower, 620 litres of boot space, which is massive. Insurance group 17. And look at this, the average on it's been £410 a month, and that's a significant saving over that average. And at its peak, it was 482. 330 a month, 991 up front gets you the mega practical Tucson. Skoda Superb 2-litre diesel, SE technology, DSG, fantastic car, brilliant cruiser, 645 litres of boot space in what is a saloon stroke hatchback, 9.2 seconds to 62, 57 mpg. Grand up front, 350 a month. Average on it's been 410. That car is delivering you bags of value, absolute bags of it. And that one's in stock, so get on it while you can. Alfa Romeo Tonale is next. 501 a month has been the average on this. It's currently 363 with 1100 up front. That's a brilliant price. It's a great little funky car. 8.8 seconds to 62, 500 litres of boot space, insurance group 29, 160 brake horsepower and 49.6 mpg. As said, 501's been the average on it. 363 is the lowest price we've seen it. 710 at its peak, which is crazy, isn't it? I mean, it's pretty much half of that at the moment. So incredible price at the moment. Great little car. They look the mustard, I think. Apologies, by the way, folks. I've just realised that my head's been quite large on the screen up until now, so I've shrunk it. Folks, two things very quickly. Please subscribe to the channel, okay? It really does help me out. Over 70% of people watching this video won't be subscribed, so please do. And secondly, instead of sending me messages saying, are there any deals around on this at the moment, just go and have a look for yourself. Use that link to Lease Loco that's in the video description and have a look for yourself. If you want me to have a look for you, you need to book a call via my website, okay? Cupra Ateca 1.5 Eco TSI V2 DSG automatic, 1100 up front and £364 a month. 9.3 seconds to 62, 42 mpg, insurance group 18 and 510 litres of boot space. 383 a month on average, that's just under that, but it was 484 at its peak, so looks like decent value. It's a brilliant car. It's been around for a while, but it's a great car. Ford Kuga 2.5 plug-in hybrid ST line edition CVT automatic, 388 a month with 1100 up front, 9.2 seconds to 62, 282 mpg. Oh yeah. Insurance group 21, 225 brake horsepower and 612 litres of boot space. Average on this one's been 455, 525 at its peak, and at its lowest point it was only about £8 less than it is now. 455 a month with 1165 up front. Massively popular, big, practical, plug-in hybrid. Can't go too far wrong. Folks, this is probably the best car in the video all round, in my personal opinion. The price has become almost average now because it's been low for quite a long period of time, but it's not too long ago that these were way over this price. 438 a month and 1300 up front gets you a Lexus NX 450h Plus 2.5 Premium eCVT, 6.3 seconds to 62. Crazy MPG figure because this one's a plug-in hybrid and they quote crazy MPG figures on those. 520 litres of boot space, insurance group 40, 309 brake horsepower. Lovely car to drive, lovely thing to sit in, just a lovely thing, full stop. Even the new infotainment system in Toyota and Lexus cars is lovely. which is something that always let them down in the past, I think. 559 is the highest price in the last 12 months. 437 at its lowest point. That's a quid less than it is now. £438, 26p, with 1314 up front. I really don't think you can go wrong with that car. It's a brilliant thing, like brilliant. VW Tiguan 1.5 TSI, e-hybrid, elegance, DSG, automatic, plug-in hybrid, 8.2 seconds to 62, 204 brake horsepower, insurance group 28, and 652 litres of boot space. I don't actually know the all-electric range on this off the top of my head, but it's significant. I'm sure it's over 50, which makes a plug-in hybrid viable for a lot of people where it might not be otherwise. 491's been the average. At its peak, 619. We're currently at 452. If we look at the petrol one, you're looking at 416 versus an average of 448. That one's on the R line DSG, so that again is automatic, but the R line is sort of the sportier trim, if you like. Highest point on that one was 655, and if you go to the diesel, 407 against an average of 423. So probably your best value is going to be between the petrol or the plug-in hybrid, but it's a great car. It looks like a really good price. They're really popular for a reason, aren't they? It's because they're good. This one's in stock. It's the Audi Q5 50 TFSI E-Quattro S-Line S-Tronic with the tech pack. 6.1 seconds to 62, 460 litres of boot space, insurance group 13 and 299 brake horsepower. Again, this one's a plug-in hybrid. Average on it's been 634, currently 580. Has been a lot less than this, but only for brief interludes. 459 was its lowest point, but the peak on it was 701. So that looks like one to consider. BMW 8 Series Grand Coupe 840 M Sport automatic, 773 quid a month with 2,321 up front. 5.4 seconds to 62, 33 mpg. Insurance group 44 and 440 litres of boot space. Average on that one's been 814. Prior to this, it's been on discount now for a long time. It was over £1,000. In fact, you can just see that tailing off where it first got the big sort of price drop. 1,142 a month, that was. It did go to 646 just for maybe a day or two. But yeah, the average on it's been 814 and it's currently 773. And finally, we've got the Lotus Emira first edition in stock, dual clutch transmission. This is the 2-litre version, 797 a month, 2,391 up front, 360 brake horsepower, 171 mile an hour top speed. Yikes, what a machine. 1,264 has been the average on this car. At its peak, 1,538, and it's currently the lowest price we've seen it at 797. That really does look like a bit of value right now, and certainly if looks are anything to go by. Whoa, look at that. That's a lovely looking car. Folks, please use the link to Lease Loco if you're interested in any of these deals or want to have a look around the site for yourself. It does help support the channel. Please support our sponsors, ALA Insurance. Just go to ala.co.uk and don't forget to use that code JIM10 and do all the usual stuff like follow, share, whatever else you want to do. It all helps. Thanks ever so much for watching, folks. I'll see you soon. Huge thanks to all my channel members for your continued support. I really do appreciate it.